In late February 2020, I pulled yet another senior trader aside. I asked him to stand 6 feet away while he wore a look of confusion on his face and told him the health and safety of the traders and you comes first. We're shutting down the New York City office and moving to remote trading. We were moving our in-house New York City prop firm filled with advantages from being in-house completely to remote trading. Our ability to adapt was about to be tested. There were 4 key COVID challenges. There was a technology challenge, there was a communications challenge, there was a management challenge, and there was a training challenge. The technology challenge was we would have to invest quickly in a new infrastructure for remote trading. It would be a significant investment. We'd have to migrate traders to this new technology and do so gracefully. Traders would have to trade on a potentially slower and less reliable technology compared to our in-house technology. We don't trade on a third-party commercial trading platform that goes down or is slow ever. In fact, a new trader during a chat with me asked, is anyone else experiencing problems with their platform? Is there a problem with the platform? And I shot back, no, it's your connection. Our platform doesn't go down. We don't trade on E-Trade here. Our platform cannot go down. August 24th, 2015 saw a huge gap down in US markets. There was a flash crash on the open. Many products were mispriced. We were one of the few firms who could trade, actually entering orders. The firm platform ensured one of our best days in firm history. We cannot miss the opportunity on the biggest days. We're a P&L proprietary trading firm that only makes money if our traders do. We say we make more on the best days. There was a communication challenge. We'd have to talk to our traders about why they needed to trade remotely. Some traders said, I'll take the risk. A change of environment can be hard for traders. We'd have to find third-party technology solutions for chat and audio. Our mantra at SMB is talk to each other, share ideas, collaborate. So this was a real communication challenge. There was a management challenge. Creating bonds and connections are much harder when traders are remote. Monthly virtual happy hours were instituted to bridge that connection. Normal review meetings that we were having in person, we continued to have. We just did it over Zoom. We doubled down on our communication on risk limits with our traders. And you can see from the shot right here, I moved my family to a shore town on the ocean, and we were doing all of this management 90 miles from the city. Training is vital to SMB. Training new traders for our firm, from new traders to elite traders, is our lifeblood. We can't grow and sustain without training new traders. How are we going to do this remotely? We utilize the infrastructure of our sister firm, SMB Training, that's our education arm, for our prop desk, SMB Capital. All of the in-person training was now going to be held online. Our internships were moved online. We introduced updated online versions of our core training programs, SMB DNA and the Winning Trader. And as a note, our best traders are SMB trained. So we have the ability to hire, and we do, experienced traders from all over New York City and the surrounding areas. And the thought is some of the biggest traders in the world are looking for capital right here in New York City, and we actively recruit and hire them. But since we've been doing this, since the inception of SMB, our best traders are SMB trained. They're our homegrown traders. It's not even close. The experienced traders we hire on the street can't hold a candle to the guys we bring from college into consistently profitable and then elite. We needed to make sure the development of the new traders was going to be successful. There's a great book, Chop Wood, Carry Water, that you might check out. And there's a passage in it that succinctly summarizes the culture that we instill on our training. And this was something that was shared to me by somebody that I actually coach outside of the firm that he thought that I would particularly enjoy. And the passage is about a particular young person who wants to become a samurai archer. You can replace samurai archer for consistently profitable trader. The passage is, Akira Sensei, I'm getting better and better each week. How long will it take for me to become a samurai archer now? Akira smiled and told him it would take 10 years. John was furious. 10 years? Maybe if I didn't have to spend so much time chopping wood and carrying water, then I'd be able to reach my goal much faster. Akira replied, if you don't chop wood and carry water, then it will take you 20 years to become a samurai archer. Then he turned and walked away. Patience, all of the chats with traders, review sessions with traders, talks with traders, daily work with traders, all of that adds up and compounds upon itself to help these traders grow into consistently profitable and in some cases elite traders. SGX is visionary. I visited Singapore 3 times. I've been very impressed with XGX's educational resources for traders and investors. I wish that NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange invested in trader education like SGX. How important is trader education to our firm? Let me put it this way. We would never allow a new trader to trade firm capital ever, without first taking our world-class training, which is SMB DNA and the winning trader. We would not give them access to firm capital without first being properly trained and being properly trained in the way that we train traders. What were our communication results? Well, we built unique channels for different clusters of traders to communicate. Traders have different styles and strategies, so you don't want to just have one channel where people could chat and share their audio. Surprisingly, traders created more channels than just what we created. They created their best channels, the unique channels of communication, some very different than what we had expected. For example, 3 traders wound up communicating together that we never would have guessed would have, and they've thrived. We encouraged and greenlit joint accounts, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later. And overall, our communication improved. Our trading results. This was a big challenge. Well, so we went remote in the beginning of March of 2020. And we were a little bit anxious about how this was all going to work out. And so how did it turn out? Well, in March of 2020, we had our best trading month ever. In November in 2020, we had our second best trading month ever. In 2020, we had our best trading year ever. We've been in business since 2005. In January of 2021, we made a new best, personal best for our trading month. To be the top 3 trader at our firm in 2020, you had to clear $18 million net in trading profits. January 2021 was our best month in firm history. We couldn't be happier for many of our traders. I tweeted. We're grateful to work with our traders. But having had this success, I leave you with one endearing lesson. There is not one trader or partner who cannot do better. What were the keys to our success in conquering this enormous challenge? Key number 1, the SMB Trading System, trading the stocks in play. We trade stocks with a catalyst. They either have a technical catalyst, for example, something severely overbought or oversold, or they have a breakout or breakdown, or they have a news catalyst. And let me give you a couple examples of that. So one example of a technical setup that hits our stock selection radar is something that is way overbought on our daily charts. You can see right here, this particular stock was $17.50 a couple of days ago, and now it's trading at $53.50. That's going to get on our radar. Let's take a look at another example. Here's a stock in a really hot sector, the electric vehicle sector, the Tesla sector, that's getting ready to break out above a long-term resistance level, and that gets on our radar. Or we see something that has a news catalyst. In this case, Square beat on earnings, beats on revenue. It has an earnings report. That's going to be on our radar. So we want to focus, we need to focus on the stocks that are in play, but that's not enough. We also add ARVOL. We confirm our stock selection with ARVOL. ARVOL is relative volume. Relative volume compares the current volume to normal volume for the same day, and it's displayed as a ratio. So for example, a stock trading 5.5 times its normal volume would have a relative volume display of 5.5. Elevated ARVOL, or we do not trade the stock. Here's an example of how one trader adopted this principle and had much better results. So I mentor Slayer, who's an elite Australian equities trader. He wanted to improve his breakout trades, and we started working on this. And I said, hey, why don't we add ARVOL to your breakout trade variables and see how you do. And so he started not taking breakout trades unless there was elevated ARVOL. Significantly improved his breakout trading. The second key to conquering this huge challenge was stress-free trading, focusing on stress-free trading. What I'm going to tell you is going to surprise, I'm sure, a lot of you. Myth: elite active traders have to learn to draw down more to make more. Myth: you have to feel pain to make a ton. Truth: elite active traders worked consistently of late and intentionally of late on drawing down less and made more. And you can do that if you improve your selectivity and your entries. Stress-free trading. This allows you to save your risk for your best trades. Psychologically, it's more sustainable. It's very hard to lose or draw down a ton before you win, even for top proprietary traders. So Shark is one of our fabulous elite active traders at our firm, one of the best in the business in his space. We taught him from scratch into the elite trader that he's become. We created a template for our traders to help them trade at their best. We noticed by studying them when they were trading at their best, and so we put together a pretty cool formula for them to be thinking about. And that's thesis plus setup in your playbook plus confirmation plus fight for price equals one good trade. This is when they were trading at their best. This is when consistently across markets, across firms, traders, active elite traders were trading at their best. And for Shark, he needed to focus on making sure there was confirmation before he put on a lot of risk. Making sure he didn't just trade his thesis, I think something should go up a ton, or I think something should go down a ton. He waited for that confirmation from the price action, and that reduced his stress with his trading, and that improved his results. Also, we noticed with Shark, again, an elite trader, even the elite traders see coaching and mentoring to trade at their best. We noticed that when he was psychologically doing certain things, trading what we call in a convicted state, certain that his ideas were right, he traded very poorly. But when he was in his optimal psychological state, he traded like an elite trader. And so we put together a neat formula for what it looks like for you, for traders, to trade at this elite psychological state. And it's excited about the opportunity, calm, open-minded, focused, and then pounce like a lion when you see your trade. And for Shark, when he was convicted, when he lacked open-mindedness, he was an underperforming trader. And so reminding him of this, getting him to work on being open-minded really helped his results. Let me tell you a little bit about another trader who is outside of our firm, who I work closely with. Let's call him Legend. He deserves that nickname based on his P&L and his trading prowess. His goal is to make as much as he can while maximizing his enjoyment in life. His goal is not to make every last dollar. To go from $2 to $5 million a year in P&L to beyond, which is what he wanted to do when we started working together, he intentionally worked to reduce his trading stress. He doubled down on his reliance on reading the tape. He's a great tape reader, great price action trader, as the indicator that would lead to his best trades. And in doing this, he reduced his stress and he took a huge next leap in his trading, clearing 8 figures a year, clearing $15 million net in trading P&L for a year, and achieving the goals that he had set out for himself to be a trader. So he achieved his goals and he reduced his stress. So another trader that we'll call SMB Miami also trades at his best when he reduces his stress. This trader was in a 3-month funk. We were sort of sitting around scratching our head being like, well, what's up with this trader? Like, why is he not participating and making more like he used to? And it turns out he took a huge rip prior to this and was struggling to push the buttons. He needed several pep talks from partners and other traders at the firm to get him going. I particularly said to him, look, if you see it, go for it. Your ideas are world class. Push the buttons. And he got back on his feet a little bit, adjusted a little bit, started taking profits into target, started being very selective and focused on not drawing down as much. And that led to him having his best year ever. Again, reducing his stress, leading to more profits. So this is Swang. Swang is one of our elite active traders. So you trade the stocks that are in play. You look for ARVOL to confirm your trades. You make sure you're in the right frame of mind, but you also then have to focus on your best trades. We call them our A+ trades. So key number 3 for us doing as well as we did was to focus on our best trades, our A+ trades. Now, I want to be clear about something. We measure all of our trades. We have in-depth trading stats on what we trade best. This is individualized by trader. Each of our traders can tell you the name and the statistics for each of the trades that they make. And they measure this on a day-by-day, week-by-week, monthly basis. And Swang, who was one of the most consistent traders that we had, and you can see him here getting a black shirt, which you get when you make $2 million net entry in P&L for the year. This was a few years ago. And very happy to do that. And he was working on trying to become an 8-figure a year trader. But at the end of last year, the end of 2019, he started to struggle. He went from most consistent trader that we've actually ever trained to losing trader. He was actually negative for the month. And during a monthly review, we sit in a conference room and guys bring in their trading stats, and he shows us these negative results and is looking for answers. Our in-house trading coach, Dr. Brett Steenbarger, who's the best trading coach in the world, and we're just so lucky to have worked with our traders and our partners, looked at his results. And again, these are trading stats that we're looking at. And he noticed a problem that needed to be fixed. And he leaned forward and he said to Swang, don't let your swing trading get in the way of your swang trading. Swang was not trading his best setups and was getting off track. And so all of our guys focusing on what they do best, on their A+ trades, was key. Joint accounts. So this is something that we do that I don't think a lot of people do in the trading world. And it's an idea that has really catapulted our performance. So what we do is we go to certain traders who have edge, and we let them team with other traders on the desk who also have edge, maybe another trader or even 2 other traders or even 3 other traders. And so we take one trader who has edge and who comes up with a trade idea. and then asks another trader what he thinks about that trade. And when the two of them independently think something is a good trade, it's way better of a trade than if one singular trader thinks something is a good trade. The return on investment is significantly better when these two people or these three people are independently coming up with a trade idea. These three people independently have trading edge, make money trading, and they're all agreeing on entry and exit, on how to actually approach a particular trade. And when they do, we let them create a separate account, a joint account, where they can risk a bunch of money on the separate trade. They can trade it also in their individual trading account, but they create these joint books, these joint accounts. The performance of the joint books was off the charts, and many of those traders made 6 figures on the month outside of their normal trading. That's a quote from our trading coach, Dr. Brett Steenbarger. When they all agreed, the ROI was amazing. Swing the bat hard when you spot an A-plus setup. Placing too little risk in your A-plus trades is too risky. Now, it may seem contradictory to suggest you reduce your stress while trading, but then trade bigger for elite performance, but it's not. The answer is to improve your timing. A challenge when somebody has a great day on our desk is perpetually for me to ask them, how could you have made more within your trading system? Specifically, where would you enter? Where would you exit? What would your stop be? Specific, specific, specific. Getting those entries and the timing right helps you to swing the bat harder, helps you to be aggressive in your best trades. The better your timing, the bigger you can trade. Key number 6 for us smashing this challenge: always trade with stops. We had our best year ever, we had best months, but we did it always within our guardrails, within our risk limits, within our stops. Please write this down on your notes. Always trade with stops. I was asked recently, let me take a half a step back. We have stops per trade, daily stop limits, weekly stop limits, monthly stop limits, and an overall stop limit for all of our traders, and we do this before anyone actually makes a trade. I was asked recently about the GameStop madness that we saw in the States. This is one of these stocks that just exploded to the upside, was way overbought. And some firms had gotten beaten up trying to short it. And it raised a vital issue for retail, independent, and professional traders like us. And I said, always trade with stops, referencing Melvin Capital, who got hurt pretty badly. If you don't respect your loss limits, you can blow up as a firm, no matter how previously successful. The arrogance of not covering positions so out of the money is hard for me to understand as a professional, active trader. Real traders use stops. I want to leave you with a final thought to be thinking about for your investing and for your trading. I know many of you are not full-time traders, but maybe do this part-time, or thinking about doing this, or thinking about supplementing your income. And trading's hard, for sure, and the fastest path to elite trader is patient progress, as we say often on our desk. But the way the economy is right now, I've been thinking about something quite a bit. And I think it's important to share this with you. There's never been a better time to trade. There's never been a better time to be an independent or retail trader. There's never been a time, perhaps, like now, where you need to be trading well, or you might get left behind. Is there too much market opportunity not to participate? And so, not saying trading's easy, but it might be the time where more of us start thinking about whether or not we need to be adding this to our economic engine. And so there's a fun thing we do on our desk when a new trader has one of his best trades ever. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money. It can be he made his first $1,000 in a trade. And so we make the trader feel good. We point them out. We highlight their success. And I'll say to them, why not you? And what I mean by that, why not you? What I mean by that to the trader is, why can't you become the next great trader on the desk? Why can't you become a consistently profitable trader and beyond? Why not you? And so if you're having a little bit of success with your trading and you're finding you do well in certain trades, I'll share with you what we do on our desk. Why not you? Why not you today? So I'm often asked, hey, how do you become a great trader? I put together this pretty fun equation that I'll leave you with and you can think about. So I think the equation to becoming a seven-figure trader, an elite trader, or your best trader is to have a growth mindset, to have a passion for trading, to get a solid foundation where you learn everything you need to know about trading. And then you also experiment with different setups with Edge. You try different types of trading. You don't just try one. And then from those different types of trading that you have exposure to, you build a niche. You focus on a niche, what you do best. And then you find trading edge for yourself. And then you need some talent to do this job well. You need to use technology. We call it being bionic, to help you find your best setups and do more of what you do well. And you need patience. And you need perseverance. That's a fun equation to becoming a seven-figure trader for you guys to think about. You can find me on Twitter at Mike Bellafiore. You can find my firm on YouTube, youtube.com/SMB Capital, where we share trading insights from our New York City prop firm. We have a free webinar if you want to learn more about our trading strategies at tradingworkshop.com. You'll learn 3 strategies that we use daily on our trading desk. I want to thank you for watching. It's a great honor to talk to you today from New York City. Train and trade well.